Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with Rise Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Re-Legend. Now our previous episodes have been getting a little long, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making them a bit shorter. But let's see how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to talk as much as I've been doing. So previously we advanced a little bit in our in the main storyline. We made it to the boss, but as we found out, we can't defeat it at the moment. Maybe we could, but maybe not as easily as maybe some would want, or maybe some prefer the challenge. In my case, I really don't. I'd rather just grind it out. I'd rather grind it out and get stronger and make it easier on myself. So right now we're 13, 13, and 16 here. So I can actually equip my new my new armor here. So I'm just gonna let's see if it doesn't bug out. But yeah, so there it is. Now we got a pirate suit. All right, so I'm just gonna sell these off. I'm gonna have to move these in this place. You know what? Actually, let me do that real quick. Just move them like this. Double click them. There you go. All right, so I got a lot of loot there. Inventory's full. I gotta clear that up. Also, something I would like to mention that I actually forgot to mention about the evolutions. I think all of them, or at least most of them, actually do require them to the Magnus before evolving to actually have a specific stat up to a certain level. Like, let's go here. Let's check out Carlitos. If I'm not mistaken, Carlitos needs strength. So you would need to have. I don't know how much strength you would need. I think maybe if it were Cranite to Carlitos, I think you'd probably need I think it's 15, like 15 strength or something. I'm not exactly sure. For its other evolution, because it has a second evolution, second path that it can take, a more defensive one. I think that one needs endurance or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Like I mentioned, this information is on the Re-Legend wiki, so you guys can check that out there. All right, so let us go. So what we're gonna be doing in this episode, I think what I'm gonna do. Let's see, yeah, there's stuff in there. Is there anything I can stack? I have a cocoa melon. I think that works there. I just want to get rid of these things. I don't know. There's just so many things that you don't. What I'm gonna be doing, because at least this does sell okay. The fern and the stone I think sell okay, but just about everything else, the bush that's in the aquatic field, the starfish, well the regular one because it's a wild one. The wild one's worth a little more. The sea fern, those aren't worth, like, they're hardly anything. So I'm gonna leave that, like, just go wild and let all the weeds, all the aquatic weeds and all that, like, just take over. The fern, on the other hand, is actually worth a little more, so I may be grabbing those and the stones. The logs I think are worth a good amount, but yeah, as you can see, my inventory is just full. So I'm just gonna wait for him to come by. He's almost here. He should probably already be, like, coming in. Let's see. Should be in any moment now, right? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. And he's not here? That's weird. But, is it calendar? Okay, I think no? Oh, I know why he's not. Wait, is it because of the... Yeah, we have the Kairoot festival. But is it that why he's not coming by? strange. Strange indeed. Oh no, he did come. What the? So he came by, but he glitched out and we weren't able to see him. Okay, so it's pretty much, he already took my stuff. I'm just gonna throw in my old armor. Don't need that. Might as well just sell it for some money. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell the deluxe one here. I'm gonna be getting a while power leveling in the area where I showed you guys in the temple. I'm gonna be getting a lot of jaw scales. This from the stub jaw. This also from the stub jaw, and so is this. And then this one's from the Draco Newt. So is this and that. So yeah, this is the better thing you can get from it. 80. That's also worth 80. I'm gonna get rid of these now. I think. Maybe so is that. I'm keeping these on me because these are. I'm just gonna be getting them non-stop, so I could just get them to stack. I think they stack up to 30 maximum, and I actually have 2 stacks of meat now. I have that 30 and this 19 over here. So that's that's a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna move that up there. I'm actually thinking about. I know I had said this before, but I had said I wasn't gonna sell this. I'm thinking about it, or maybe I'll just keep it for now because you can buy it for 600, but it doesn't sell for very much compared to that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that be. I'm just gonna wait until this just like goes crazy, and then I'll do it. I'll just grab all the things at once. This is clean for now, so that's fine. So what we're gonna do now, these are usually things that you do, like that you're gonna be like doing on a daily basis. Well, I mean per day in game. You're gonna be checking your farm, checking up on your inventory, throwing stuff away, or selling them. Yeah, Kai Fest. This is where we would go if we had. Let me just explain this real quick. Pause that. If we were actually farming, but you would have to do it really early on. As soon as pretty much as soon as you got the what's it called? Oh, when you talk to Amelia and she gives you the seeds. Pretty much at that point, it's when you're gonna have to start farming, planting the Kai root to be able to make it to. I think it just barely makes it on the day of the festival if you do it like as early as possible. So that's just something for you guys to know. Most of you will most likely will not make it to your harvest to make it to the festival. Here's Magenta, the traveling merchant. We've talked to her. Okay. I don't know what the heck was that, but okay. We've talked to her. No, not that one. So now she's here. I don't know when we talked to her previously. I don't know if it registered, but I just talked to her now just to have it register. Yeah, so there's still some people here missing. Let me talk to him. He says special day celebrating the Carrot Festival. Be in the town center around 10 a.m. So around 10, you would come here with your Kai root in hand. Be careful not to eat it. Like I mentioned before, like you're trying to use your item and you accidentally do a click. Also, let me just tell you this as well. Let me talk to him, and then when he's done talking to you, and you just click it, you left click it, you just a regular click. It'll it'll do an action. So if you would have it in hand right there, and you talk to him and you take it off with the click, it would actually eat it. So what I would recommend doing is just use the F, because the F also goes through the dialogues and it'll finish it and it won't do anything. So yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be happening, but it does. So I'm just gonna ignore that, ignore the festival because, well, I don't have any Kai root. I've never played the game long enough for it to cycle through the year or through the 4 seasons and then come back. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be grabbing these anymore. Probably not worth it. There's a Paltail log. I'll probably need some for the forest biome, but not at this moment. Okay, there's another thing. I've always been going through the trucker cave, but there's nothing I've been. I don't know. The mushroom just looks cool, so I grab it. There's something I just haven't been showing you guys. So yeah, this is just a little area. It's empty. I haven't been showing you guys any ore. You're like, is there like no ore or anything at all? I just showed you one that iron ore. But if you look in your on the mini map here, you see like an orange dot. Those are resource nodes. It could be the trees or it could be an ore deposit. In this case, this is a copper ore deposit. You can get it early on. Usually, it gives you anything from 1 to 3 as well, I think, or 1 to 2. I don't know. It's very limited. Maybe I haven't broken one of these in this version of the game. So yeah, I haven't been getting them. Yeah, we need it for the quest. Lloyd wants 5 iron and 10 copper ores. I haven't been doing it. I'm just trying to go as fast as I can through the game. I would be faster, but I have to stop and explain things. So that's the thing. So yeah, you can get that early on. That's in the first cave. This is in the second one, so only after you get the goblin event done can you get these. There's a stone node here. It's just stone, nothing there, just stone, no metal, nothing. That's an iron one. Oh yeah, there is another one where we beat Prunepur in the Prunepur cave. I don't know what's going on with my Magnus over there, but I don't know, kind of going away. Okay, that should be another bug. In the Prunepur cave, there are I believe there are 2 nodes. I think there's a copper one, and then there's an iron one deeper in the cave. Just something for you guys to know. Okay, now it started moving, so now it's coming back to me. All right, so we're just gonna go through. What else should I mention? Oh yeah, another thing. I did say as we've been leveling up. I don't know if you noticed, but all our stats are still 5. Nothing has changed. The only thing that changes are probably our stats over here, but because of our equipment, and that's it. So if you want your character to grow, you actually do have to use the points. Like I said, yeah, maybe I should be using them, but I hardly ever do that. Our Magnus, on the other hand, do grow. Their stats do increase. I don't know what the formula is for whatever increases on them. I don't know if it's like Pokemon where you have to I don't know why I said it that way. Pokemon. I don't know if it's like Pokemon where depending on what like Pokemon you defeat with that certain Pokemon. I mean, like I don't know. It's Eevee, Ivy. I forget what it's called, but I don't know if it works that way. Where you depending on which one you defeat, it goes towards that certain stat. Well, I think it's a hidden stat or something like that, right? Well, in this case, yeah, I don't know if it does that. I don't know why it's getting a lot of focus, because Carlitos is a strength based, so I don't know why it has more focus than anything else. Well, strength is not very far behind, but you know, so probably you would if you already know what evolution is gonna your Magnus is gonna take, I would probably just go all in. You know, you don't really need to think about it much unless you want to analyze Magnus and stuff, because like I mentioned, the game's still early. You're probably gonna be finishing the content quickly, and then maybe just replaying to figure stuff out or stuff like that, or just for fun or whatever. So I would just go all in for Carlitos. Since it's strength based, I'm just gonna go all in strength. I'll do that up ahead. And then like the healer path for the Draco Newt is actually an intelligence based, so you would have to go raise its intelligence a little bit to a certain level before it can evolve, unless you find it early. I don't know how much is it. I have to figure out how much that's worth. It's probably not worth much, was it? I think it was like 5 or something. It was a little bit. And so it would need your Draco Newt would need a certain amount of intelligence before it would evolve, and the second stage evolution would need at level 45. I think it needs like 50 or 55 intelligence before you can. Let me just get out of here. Before you can evolve it as well. And that one would. That one actually, I think I know what it needs. I think it needs a fish called Starbeam or Starbeam or something like that. I can't remember, but it's one of the more advanced fishes. You get them in the more. I can't show a map in here, right? Yeah, I can't show it. On the island, it's on the the, the, the fishing spots that are like on later in on the path. I don't know. Hard to explain it. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make a cut here. I'm just gonna pretty much power level. That's pretty much what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna power level. I'm gonna try to get to. I don't think I'll make it to level 20. I probably might get my character to 15. Carlitos might actually make it to 20, but I'm not sure. Maybe 19 or 17. So yeah, let me go into my Magnus stats. Mushi, I really have no clue what its preference is, because I usually don't use Mushi like a lot. I just use Mushi in the beginning to get me through, and I just grind out. I actually just I save before coming here, and I pretty much just come here to do that. I grind a little bit, and if I don't find it, I just restart it, and I just start over the day again, so I won't advance in the days until I find the Draconute the healer path evolution that I'm looking for, and I use that. But Mushi, I just use it as like a temp, taking up temporary spot. I like Carlitos. I know what the Carlitos evolution is. I don't like Carlitos evolution because its burrowing attack changes, and I prefer its burrowing attack as it is now. It changes to like a burrowing single target type attack than something like AoE kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go all in here. Just gonna go all in with my 25 points into its strength. So accept that, and now it has 90 attack. That way, since it's my damage dealer, I need it to deal as much damage as possible. That way, it increases my grinding speed. That way, I'm not here for too long. Like I said, I have no clue what Mushi's is. So Mushi stats are just that, and I'm probably just gonna leave it as is. M attack, I'm guessing it's magic attack, but it's called a gunslinger. So gunslinger is more like physical arrow, like archer type. But whatever. So I'm gonna make a cut here, and I'll see you guys. In a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm actually just gonna do this last round here, and then I'm gonna start picking everything up. As you can see, there's a ton of loot on the ground, and my levels, if you take a look at them, we've gotten pretty high level now. Carlitos actually made it from 16 to 20. This guy reset, so when they reset, their health also resets. So yeah, let me pause right here because it's getting a little late. Yeah, so I've been doing this for what, almost 5 minutes, around 5 minutes, and after each level up, I have been giving Carlitos its points into strength. That way, its attack does more damage. Another thing to know is that its burrowed attack, as it's an AoE, usually they don't do a lot of damage, and it actually doesn't do that much damage compared to its single target attack. Its combo, actually, the combo would do much more damage. It actually would hit everything. It's not exactly single target, but it's at point blank. So yeah, it's melee. So I would need to have all the Magnus that I'm trying to round up to mob, and I would need to be at melee range to get them to hit them all. And well, it's not exactly as efficient. Maybe you might defeat them faster, but you do have to be moving around and like be more accurate with your attacks. And with its burrowed attack, its conical attack, you don't necessarily need to be like in a certain position. You don't need to be in a certain direction. You don't need to be that accurate with what I'm saying. So that's why I just prefer to use this. It might not be faster, but I feel it is pretty fast. So it's been like 5 minutes, and Carlito's gone up 4 levels. We were what, 13 and 13, so we actually went up 5 levels while Carlitos went up 4. So that's actually pretty good. 18, 20, and 18. Um, with this team as is now, we might be able to defeat the boss, though it is kind of late, so I'm not gonna try it right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick up all the loot, and I'll see you guys when I pick it up, when I'm done, okay? Alright, everyone, we're back. As you can see, the time, it is 12:12. It is midnight, so we have to make it. We have to run back, just so you can sleep properly. Yeah, I did say that I really don't care. Pretty at this point, it doesn't really matter. But you know, it's kind of nice to just be able to go back to sleep, because if you do faint, you know, like as I mentioned in the previous episode, you might, even if you faint, it counts as somewhat like sleeping. So it still goes through the loading screen and this and that, and that could, you know, it could probably get a black screen, like I mentioned, and then everything that you pretty much did in the previous day in the game, pretty much lost, right? So like I said, I like to make it back, sleep, save. Yeah, save, then sleep, then save again. If it, of course, if he wakes up properly, if he doesn't, you know, we don't get a black screen or something like that. So now, yeah, so it actually took us around maybe 3 or 4 minutes just to pick up all that loot. That's another thing that I would actually like to maybe see something like a pick up all in the area, a group pickup. I don't know, maybe like change the system of how you pick up items. Maybe just walk over them and it'll grab them, or maybe like some type of attraction system where it'll attract objects to you. I don't know, but I don't know. I guess the game doesn't. It's not intended for you to do like this whole power leveling and have like a ton of loot just everywhere. So I guess it's understandable that you just have to you just have to interact with every single one and pick every single one up with the F key, you know, manually. You know, but for that, I kind of would like to see something like a feature like that, so you can just get in your inventory like automatically or something. I don't know, just my idea. So as you guys can see, my inventory is full again. I did manage to get a little bit of premium raw meat, which is a little better than the juicy one that's over here. Yeah, so I have another one there. That is because the premium meats, you usually get it from second stage evolution or higher, or bosses, which are usually second stage, or I think they're third stages. The bosses are usually third stages. Well, as I was saying, what was I saying? Dang. Okay, so we gotta make it back. We are about to faint if we don't make it. I think we do just barely make it in this 30 seconds we have. What I was saying is, oh yeah, the meat from second stage evolutions. I actually did encounter 2 or a few. You don't always get it. A few of second stage evolutions, but they were they were long jaws, which are the stub jaw evolutions, which aren't really that great. Isn't really that great. I don't really care for that one that much. I only care for the other ones. The other ones are actually rarer. They are rarer to come by than the long jaw. The long jaw, we got like, I don't know, 3 or 4. We got quite a few that came in that we encountered. Yeah, I'm gonna save real quick. Slot 2, and we're gonna sleep. So I encountered those. I encounter those most of the time, more often than the Draconewt's evolutions. Though those are much rarer. So I don't really care for those. I just take them out. I prefer the XP off of those. When I go back and let's say I'm trying to, you know, collect them or get the third evolution, then I'll go for a long jaw. It's pretty easy to the long jaw is pretty easy to get. It doesn't take too long to appear. Well, maybe if you're really unlucky, then maybe it might take a while. but the long jaw usually just comes out pretty easily, pretty quickly. So let's just resave here. We got all our stuff. So I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the like button if you liked the episode. Bye bye.